Priyanka Evangeline, your internet speech language pathologist. How to improve your child's vocabulary development. Are you thinking about this? How to teach more words to your child? Then watch this video to learn the tips and techniques on how to improve your child's vocabulary skills. 5 techniques to teach vocabulary skills coming up. The number 1 technique is called intensive language teaching. What this means in very simple terms is to give a lot of language input to our children. So when we talk to them, instead of only labeling the object or the feeling, you try to add more language and more words to describe what is happening. So it's not just enough that I give you a general tip, but it's very useful to have practical tips. That's what I'm going to tell you. So one way you can do this is to talk about the things happening around the child. So just take them to the balcony, stand in the balcony and talk about everything. The sky is up, the sky is blue, there is a bird, look, there is an aeroplane, look, there is a kite, look, there is a vehicle, this is a truck, or this is a big truck and that is a small car. So talk to your child about many things that is happening around them. So this balcony is one example. You can just talk about the day-to-day things like what each person in the house is doing. But when you're talking to them, just make sure that you're using a lot of language, descriptive terms, lot of adjectives and prepositions and all different language forms. Now the second tip is to read storybooks. Now I'm not going to only tell you read storybooks and let you go. I'm going to tell you how to read books and how to teach in a way with books that their vocabulary develops. So let's say you have a page in the Hare and the Tortoise story and you have a few lines above it. Now instead of just reading the lines, talk about what is in the picture. Talk about the different objects, count the number of leaves or count the number of stones, or you can talk about how their face looks. You can talk about the body parts. You can say they are smiling, they are frowning, they are angry, their hands are up, they are showing thumbs up, they are waving. So you can talk about different things in the picture, but not just the storylines in the book. The third very useful tip, just take one letter a day, take the letter A and ask your child about words that begin with A. So if your child is a little older, then you can even ask them to write 15 words or write 20 words that begin with A. But if your child is very young, then you can try to find pictures. So you already have pictures in your phone or you print out some pictures, put a letter A and then stick pictures around A, 5 to 10 objects. Like this, you can pick up each letter a day and you can work. Now, if you finished all the 26 letters, you can also add more vocabulary as you keep going. You can make a book out of this as a vocabulary book also. There's so many ideas. So basically, just take one letter a day and find pictures or write words related to that letter each day to develop your child's vocabulary skills. If you are liking this video, make sure to hit the like button without fail. Fourth way is an extension of the third technique, which is to do categorical naming. Categorical naming meaning take a category like animals or objects that we use to write or nature and just list down all the words related to this category. So this is again useful for a child who's more than 3 to 4. So it will be very useful for them. And you can just take categories like this and start listing out. Now if you're running out of categories, then you can start listing out things that you can eat, things that are blue in color or things that we wear. So take categories like this and list out 10 to 20 vocabularies or words related to that. So if your child is a little older, then you don't just have to do nouns. You can do a lot of adjectives and verbs related to the concept also. Let's say nature. You can do birds, which is a noun, but also you can do flying, you can do splashing, water falling, raindrops. So you can do phrases and you can do different types of word categories within each category. The fifth and my most favorite and the most useful way, and the way you can see quick results, is to use activities which your child already likes and then talk about that activity. Let's say your child likes to cook or your child likes to skate. Do the activity along with them and talk to them about it instead of asking them questions about it. Let's say he likes to cook, then keep talking about it. You are taking a bowl, the bowl is round. You are taking a spatula, you are mixing it. So you have to talk more about the nouns and the verbs related to that action. Similarly, you are going to repeat this for each activity that your child likes. So use these 5 tips, and if you found it useful, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.